Good afternoon, hockey fans, and welcome to the 2022 World Under-17 Hockey Challenge here at the Langley Event Center. This afternoon's opening matchup features Team USA taking on Team Finland. We would like to acknowledge that we are playing on the traditional territories of the Coast Salish peoples, and in particular acknowledge our relationships with the Kwantlen, Katzie, Matski, and Semiahmoo First Nations. For your comfort and as a courtesy for those around you, please refrain from leaving or returning to your seat until there is a stoppage of play. We would like to welcome families with young hockey fans to the game, and with that in mind, please refrain from using any coarse language.
You got me, babe. I just zone. Don't look at me.
And we are underway with gold on the line. Doesn't get any better than this. Listen to this crowd. They're up on their feet.
So if you want to see what the NHL will look like with the new faces in 3, 4, 5 years' time, just tune in and watch this tournament, because the faces are right here.
Byram has some room now. Byram walks in, takes the shot, scores! Bowen, Byram, and Reinhart with 2 chances. Rebound, score! Horvat puts it home. Caulfield completes the hat trick. He says the gold rush is over in BC. Canada is golden once more.
And now it's time to meet your starting lineup, starting for Team USA. A forward, number 37, Max Plant. A forward, number 38, Kamal Bednark. A forward, number 60, Brody Zeimer. A defenseman, number 43, John Whipple. A defenseman, number 55, EJ Emery. And at goaltender, number 31, Nick Kempf. Now it's time to meet the starting lineup for Team Finland. Starting on forward, number 12, Gonzalez. A forward, number 22, Ruud Vestrian. A forward, number 24, Gina Sorainen. A defenseman, number 3, Mitya Jokinen. A defenseman, number 7, Viti Vesenyan. And at goaltender, number 1, Petteri Rippinen. Ladies and gentlemen, the officials for this afternoon's game are referees Ty Skeen and Tanner Durin, and linesmen Daniel Penelin and Mitchell Gibbs.
All on behalf of the production crew here at the Langley Event Center to bring you all of the action in this opening game of Finland versus the United States. We'd like to begin this broadcast by acknowledging that we are playing this beautiful game on the traditional territories of the Coast Salish peoples, and in particular mention our close relationships with the Kwantlen, Semiahmoo, Kikite, Katsi, and Tsleil-Waututh First Nations. Starting lineups for Finland. Their goaltender number 1, Petteri Rimpinen. On defense, it'll be Mitja Jokinen, and number 7, Vetti Väisänen. Up front, Roope Vesturinen. Number 24, Jonas Saralainen. Number 12, Konsta Helenius. And then for the States, up front it'll be 37, Max Plot. Number 38, Camille Bednarik. And number 60, Brody Ziemer. On the back end, number 43, John Whipple. And number 55, E.J. Emery. And then back in goal, number 31, Nick Kempf. USA starting to get things underway. Finland able to break out of their own zone now as they break it down the right wing side. Forcing that one in a little bit deeper was Konsta Helenius. Now over the line, Helenius going to go to his right side. Broken up by the States as they'll throw it in. Finland wearing their whites with the blue numbers, and the U.S. their dark blues with the red numbers. Last time these two teams faced off was the 2019 quarterfinals, Finland meeting USA, and USA getting the better of that game 8-4 in that contest. Finland on the hunt for their first gold medal in this tournament since 1990, and the States last got their gold medal back in 2017. A long history for this tournament. Some of the greats, including current NHL products, having gone through this tournament, and then on to much of the other levels, the World Juniors and everything of the like. So the beginning of a journey for a lot of these players here on the international stage, and I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of them many times more. Held into the blue line, and finally USA works it out. Shot down into the zone by Sebastian Soini. Around the wing wall and up. The States, Cole Yzerman breaking out now. Yzerman over the blue line. Poke check leaves that one in behind. Stays onside though, thrown across. He'll take the broken play. Fan on the shot there is coming across. Petteri Rimpinen took the back post off of its moorings. He's able to fix it up there as Finland breaks out of the zone. Again, this is the first game hosted here in Langley. Later today at 7 o'clock, there will be a game at Sun God as well as another game here at 7 o'clock at the Langley Event Center. In behind the goal now, Kempf coming out to play this one, leaves for his defense. USA breaking out of their own zone, tries to throw it up the middle. This will miss everybody as they try to tap it, and hybridizing the play there as play blown dead, and we'll head back down into USA territory as Finland with an opportunity. Still looking for the opening goal, 17:46 remaining. The officials in this contest, referees Ty Skenny and Tanner Doiron, and the linesmen Daniel Pendleton and Mitchell Gibbs. Off the draw now, one back to the point for Finland. They'll shadow down the left wing side, back up. One time for the point. Kempf falling down there, had his leg tied up with the two in front of the net, was able to still get that in the leather. Good stop for Kempf early on. Good face-off draw win for Finland as they work it back to the point and able to work around some shooting lanes. Testing Nick Kempf early. Off of the draw. Trying to backhand that one around E.J. Emery. Tied in the corner. Has his defensive partner with him. Finland turning and firing it back in. Emery forced to retreat for this one in the corner. He'll play it across. Into the forecheck for Finland, number 22, Roope Vesturinen. On the back check now, Finland. USA coming down the wing side. Tries to drop it in front. They'll end up in behind the net of the far side, working their way around. Backhanded. Across now, Emery left point side. That one gets blocked off of the wall now. Emery holding possession here, shielding with the body. Into the far side corner now, bumped off of the puck by Helenius. Working their way out of their own zone now. Vetti Väisänen dumps this one in, and Väisänen will head off on the change. Here comes the USA. Esperson trying to break out with this one now. Broken up, and Hensler will pick this one up in his own zone. Logan Hensler, number 56. 7 defensemen listed on the side of the States, as is for Finland. In behind their own goal now, Finland trying to work this one out of their own zone. The States working well to keep possession deep inside the territory. Thrown off the wall and back around, skating onto it first will be Finland. Big check there for the States. Picking this one up, centering pass in front of the net. Rimpinen's there and shuts the door as this one goes out to the far right side corner. USA, though, still hemming Finland inside their own zone. Couple of players down on the ice as Finland now hoisting this one out into the neutral zone. Try to work it forward was Kasperi Pikkarainen. Pikkarainen in behind the net battling for this one. Pikkarainen through the wickets and out the other side as pass was intended for Soini. Thrown off of the near side wall, skating onto it. Finland jumping up in the rush. Over the line and drops to the right wing side. Pulkkinen forces this one in a little bit further. Dakota Rayo-Mullen working it around to the far side. Shot in around again by Finland now to the near side. Once again, Pulkkinen on this one back. Soini at the point. Left point shot. Deflects and goes high over top of the net. Onto it once again. Dangling. Waiting. Holding possession. That one a shot low and wide right. In behind the net now to gather it. Finland still working possession of the offensive territory. Pass intended for the point, though, will work its way out. Joonas Pakvalin. This one thrown around and behind by the defense again. Works it forward over the red line. Shot in a big check, finished off against the United States bench. And in on this one, Finland now. Pinching in from the point is Vetti Väisänen. Väisänen will be forced back by Plant. Passed across as he picked it off and starts going the other way. Hemming into the zone. Has it on the far side. Around the defense and forced back to their own end. Down the wing side, knocked down by Finland, and they'll try and break out of their own zone across their own blue line. With pace coming down the other way, Emil Hemming. Dump and chase tactic is retreating for this one. Was E.J. Emery. Around Emery again and in behind. In on the forecheck is Ruohonen. Ruohonen has his man pinned in the corner. Back around to the point to Diolasti. Off of the skates and works its way back out and almost had an opportunity there. Was number 34. Cole Iserman breaking out in the offensive zone. Diolasti under a little bit of a pressure there. 13:56 remaining. Shots on goal right now only 1-1, and that one shot by Finland was critical as Kempf was forced to make an impressive stop. Down into offensive territory again for Finland, as chasing in on this one was Vesturinen. Vesturinen, this one getting around the outside of Sebastian Soini. They'll be forced to retreat. No good for icing as Finland thought it was going to get there. Big check against the boards. The defender is down. Skating out of this one now in the corner. Shane Vesang. Vansagi lost this one. Finland now working their way out of their own zone. Helenius down the right wing side. Leaves it in the center. Helenius on the trailer. He'll take a shot in front of the net. Loose. Kempf keeps that one out. And Emery will clear it along the boards. Blocked in front of the net again as Emery, stick lifted, still going in the offensive territory for Vesturinen. Rope. Thrown up, down into center ice and back towards Petteri Rimpinen and the side of Finland. USA, though, picking off the exit pass, and they'll turn things around in their own zone. Thrown in around the board, skating onto it in the corner was Teddy Stiga. Worked back to the point now. Trying for the stick lift and work out of their own zone. Couldn't hold it in there was Lucas Van Vliet. Fired down into the zone. Noah Lapointe. Stretch pass picked up by Van Vliet. He'll find the trailer. That one comes just outside of the zone. Lapointe throws it across, dumped in along the far wall. Retreating for this one is Väisänen. Väisänen will be checked against the wall. USA throws it, tries to get it to the right face-off dots, knocked down once again. Finland using the pace to force USA back into their own zone. USA playing a very physical brand of hockey early on in this one, not afraid to finish off the checks. Rayo-Mullen, I should say, throws that one down. It'll go long for icing with 11:56 remaining. Coaching staff for Finland, Marko Kapanen, Markku Erholtz, Jukka Hentunen, making up the assistant coaches and head coach. And then over on the side of the United States, head coach Nick Four and the assistants Matt Gilroy and Jimmy Mullen. Linesman getting things set. Left face-off dot won by Finland. Back shot handled by Kempf and cleared away from the front of the goal and out of danger. But it will go for icing once again. So Finland still with the opportunity to hunt for the first goal here. Suoniemi out there alongside the defensive pairing of Niklas Nakiri and Sebastian Soini back at the point. They're encroaching up close. One off the faceoff again, shot towards the front of the net. Finland looking very good in the faceoff dot so far in this one. Big check thrown in the corner. Working their way off it was Emil Hemming. Coming down the other way now. Number 52, Van Vliet, dumps it in, and they'll chase after this one. Plant receives it. Left wing corner. Looking for the centering pass through and couldn't find it. Pass was intended for Will Skahan. Finland controlling once again. Shots on goal 4-1. That one going to have touched one of the players as they were getting off the ice, so out of play. We'll have another face-off. Inside the neutral zone, just outside of the Finland bench. Going up for this one for the United States will be James Hagens. Won again by Finland and back down into their own territory. Strongly chasing onto it was Arttu Valila. Around to the near side now. Finland banging bodies there. And breaking out was Kasper Pikkarainen. To the left wing side now. Pikkarainen cutting towards the front of the net. Big physical hockey again being played by the States. Skating onto this one. Throwing it around. Can't get it around the stick. As skating forward on it. Can't get it out of their own zone just quite yet. James Hagens finally does so now. Can they beat out the icing call? They will. First man on is Cole Iserman. Emery now will get it over to Whipple. Whipple throws this one forward. Received through the middle. Good back check there, is unable to get the shot away. That one, though, comes loose to the near post, and Rimpinen had to be sharp there. No face-off. Coming down just outside the zone. Whipple and Emery going to stay out on defense, and coming in on the draw will be Christian Humphreys. Off of the scramble draw, the States hold possession, throw it across. Again, USA wearing their blues and Finland wearing the whites in this one. .10:14 remaining. Here in the opening game at the Langley Event Center of the World U17 Hockey Challenge. Obviously, Langley and Delta co-hosting this beautiful event. The other games in Delta will be at Sun God Arena. Thank you to the Township of Langley and the City of Delta for working together to host this fantastic event. The first time this event has been held since 2019. And in 2019, the gold medal winners from that year, Russia. Thrown to the left wing side, is jumping up in the rush was Bruno Jalasti. Pinching in, can't hold that one in, is Humphreys in a foot race for this one. Down the left wing side, he'll stop and wait for a reinforcement. Centering pass, that one off the stick and wide. Shane Vasagi. Vansagi couldn't come away with that one. In the corner now, spinning and trying to hold it in was Austin Baker. Finland, though, coming away with this one, and big check finished off there by Helenius. Konsta Helenius still throwing the body around as Humphreys just able to get out of the way of that one. Thrown forward by Jonas Bakvalin, and this one right back in behind the net is USA on the hefty forecheck right now. Gets between the legs, and Helenius will throw it back towards the center ice. Left wing side trying to drop as they bring this one forward. Akseli Pulkkinen thrown around and behind the net. The States breaking out now. Drop pass into the center. Here comes Teddy Stiga. Stiga with a shot that goes wide of the net. First onto that one for Finland was Miettinen. Back down in the territory for Lapointe. Across. Still with this one, Emery shooting that one off of the wall. Takes a friendly bounce for the States, but Finland able to work this one forward once again. Miettinen dumps that one in. Finland throwing the body around and behind the net. Takes his man off of the puck. USA, though. Van Vliet looking for the breakout. Off of the stick and out of play as it goes into the bench of Finland. So as we have our first official timeout midway through the first, we should mention the assist fund here for Hockey Canada. As players, coaches, parents, and fans, we share a passion for hockey, but we know cost can be a major barrier for families looking to get their kids onto the ice. That's why the Hockey Canada Foundation is offering an assist. The Hockey Canada Foundation Assist Fund has helped more than 4,500 young Canadians play the game from coast to coast by providing up to $500 in registration subsidies, because every child deserves the chance to play. Go to hockeycanadafoundation.com to find out more. We'll also mention the Hockey Canada officiating. Do you think you know Hockey Canada inside and out? Are you interested in getting back to the rink and looking for opportunities to stay involved in the game? Turn your passion for hockey into a career. The Hockey Canada officiating program offers fulfilling opportunities for participants of all ages to get involved in refereeing. Make the right call and go to hockeycanada.ca/officiating to get started. Decent crowd on hand for the opening game. A little bit early for some folks liking in the 2 o'clock game here at the Langley Event Center. But hockey fans, especially those that have come from far and wide to see these teams play, are not going to be held at bay by the start time of the day. We'll have a chance to talk about the games coming up later today, later on the broadcast. And I hope you're having a fantastic Thursday as we get things underway with this exciting tournament again. It's an honor to be a part of it, and an honor to have this back again for the first time in 3 years due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Spinning around to the far side, centering pass. Rimpinen kicks that one aside. Pinching in from the point. Couple of players were tangled up in the far side corner. Does the circle tour, takes a shot from the right faceoff dot, knocked down again by Rimpinen. Score! You look away for half a second, and the World U17's the first goal has been scored. Congratulations to Brody Ziemer. First goal of the tournament for anybody. And that's got to be a special moment for him. Finland trying to break out with this one, and just USA able to turn around and bring things the other way. Good pressure there as Ziemer laying the body in behind the net and just was able to get to the right place at the right time. Throws that one towards the front of the net, and Rimpinen unable to handle it as the States on their 6th shot have a 1-0 lead. Looking for more here down the wing side. Shot, rebound in front of the net, and Rimpinen kicked that one aside. Ziemer's first goal of the tournament and the first goal for anybody so far in 2022 World U17 Hockey Challenge. Skating onto this one in the offensive territory, looking to center across. That one in behind the man who was cutting towards the front of the net. Had an opportunity there for Charlie Pardue. Finland skating around and behind their net. Valila surveying and waiting. Shots again 6-4, 1-0 for the USA if you're just joining us. Knocks this one down, takes the wrister. Rimpinen knocked it down, had a little bit of trouble with it. And we're going to have a few extracurriculars in front of the net as Helenius comes to say hello. Rimpinen under siege over the last couple of minutes. And again, the solid forechecking and cycle there, as we'll see again on the replay. A solid wrist shot, falling down from the right faceoff dot. And again, congratulations to Brody Ziemer. Face-off coming to the left of Rimpinen, near side of the broadcast. Van Vliet going to take this one against Helenius. Face-off waved off. They'll go for it once again with 6:58 remaining. So Lapointe back at the blue line, and again, Van Vliet, he'll win it back to the point. Looking across, his defensive partner shot, takes a couple of deflections, another one in front of the net. Looking in behind, centering pass, Rimpinen stayed with it, got to the far post. Skating out of this one, State passing it across LaPointe once again, fires this one in around, and Petteri Rimpinen will knock that one down. Slow it down at least a little bit as it works its way to the far side. Shane Vansagi. And now coming out of the zone, Jonas Saralainen, left wing side. Elenius backhander, that one missed, rolled off of the handle, and went wide. So Vestorinen, an opportunity there alongside Saralainen and Helenius. Helenius on the back check, forcing him to the outside. Retrieving this one was Väisänen. Knocked down by Helenius and can't clear it there as it goes off of the legs. Väisänen in behind the net once again. He'll be taken down and behind the net. Referee's arm is up. And the first penalty of the game is called a tripping call, as this will send Finland to the power play as they look to even this one up at 1. Tripping the call is heading over to the box is Vansagi, number 57. First opportunity to see the extra man unit for Finland. That's just a loose errant stick getting in the legs and tangling the man up there. 6:02 remaining. Opening faceoff won by Finland. Back to the point. Pakvalin. Down the wing side, down low. Back up to Pakvalin. Back up to the point. Once again, they're going to play pass, working mostly on the right side. Coming in on the wing side. Takes a wrister. That one stopped by Kempf. Into the faceoff dot. Back out once again. Jokinen. Back at the point. Over to Pakvalin. Pakvalin drags wrister. That one knocked down in the legs of Miettinen. Julius Miettinen. Dangling. Centering pass. That one just missed the stick, but finding it from left faceoff dot. Centering. Shot knocked down. Good defense by the penalty killers of the United States here. Finland still buzzing for this one. Look at the center. Good diving play to knock that one down and block the cross-ice feed. Back to the point now for Finland. Left face-off dot across. Pakvalin. He'll drag, shoot, and Kempf has the save. Nick Kempf looking comfortable in goals so far right now as he continues to keep this one a 1-0 game. Shots on goal, 8-8 now as Finland able to tie it up. With 5:13 remaining and coming into the face-off will still be Helenius. This one thrown down and Finland with an opportunity to work back into the zone. Hemming was back at the blue line as the lone defender on this power play unit now, Vetti Väisänen. Thrown across, Helenius. He'll be hounded, but get it in the zone, and finding that one and shooting it down was number 53, Brendan McMorrow. Good penalty killing so far for the States. They haven't allowed too many dangerous options, and still with a little bit of time left. Working it down the far side and shoot it around. Can they hold it into the point? They cannot. Väisänen gets past him, and Rimpinen almost falls down on the fresh sheet of ice and behind the net. Gets that one on the back end back over to Väisänen. Vestorinen. Helenius overskated that one, and Vestorinen tries to come away with it once again, and penalty is expired. Back 5 aside as Vansagi goes back over. Down the wing side, thrown off of the wall. States intercepts that one, and now back 5 aside. We'll see what they can do with 3:48 remaining in the first. Given away there and into the zone now. Deaking, striding, taking a shot wide of the net as Kempf kind of watches that one sail by. Pinching in for the point. Pulkkarinen couldn't come away with that one. Deaking, Rayo Mullen threw it forward, knocked down, and over the line now. Finland skating out of this one once again. Matvei Butkovsky trying to work it forward. Hit off against the wall by James Hagens. Hagens now forcing the issue in down the right wing side. Marilla comes into Hagens there in the center. Scores! Team USA with a 2-goal lead, 3:12 remaining. Found it in the slot and completed a transaction to the back of the net. Cole Iserman, his first of the tournament, increases the lead to 2. The States working this one down. Marilla loses it there and just ends up in the slot, and possibly a bit of a deflection off of the defender on the way by as they tried to block it. But Iserman alone in the slot, and Rimpinen just watches as that one just misses the glove on the left side. 3:08 remaining, and on their 9th shot, the USA finds themselves with a 2-goal lead. This one thrown ahead. Vansagi back out once again alongside Hagens and company. Skahan back at the point. He'll be forced to retreat as Finland working their way out with this one. Pulkkinen leaves. They'll be just offside as a bunch of players got tangled up. Included in that whole mess was Jonas Pakvalin. Having a look at Nicholas Kempf, the goaltender for the United States. Plays with the USN TDP Juniors in the USHL. Through 4 games played, has a 6.18 goals against average, a .807 save percentage. And with the U.S. National Development Program, has 5 games played so far in 22-23 with a 4.32 goals against average and an 8.882 save percentage. In behind the goal now, Finland trying to work it deep inside the zone, and again, give them credit. They have not lost any steam. Baker leaves for Stiga. Baker gets it in behind the play, and he'll work it down the left wing side. Knocked down against the wall was Väisänen. As we now have 2:17 remaining, and here we go as Finland working their way across the zone, picked off by the States, and they'll start down the other way. Stiga has a man with him. Stiga down the left wing side. He'll barge in, centering pass. Rimpinen able to poke check that one away, as dangerous towards the front of the net. Stick handling and using the body positioning. Finland, though, turnover as they work the gift there. Down the wing side. Hemming was trying to barge his way in and fell down there. Emery will receive the puck. Wing side for Cole Hudson. Barging his way down the middle with a shot that goes off a stick and over top of the net. Soini throws this one out, and to throw it back in will be John Whipple. Forecheck has looked very good for the States at this juncture. Minute 27 left to go in the opening game of the 2022 World U17 Hockey Challenge from beautiful Langley, British Columbia. Plant thrown off of the wall, has a man with him, tries to go upstairs on the near side and missed high and wide. Drop pass for Helenius. Helenius over the line down the right wing side. He'll be taken off against the board, still keeps it there, tries to center. That one knocked away by the stick. Skating onto it for Finland, looking for it there was Rupa Vestarinen. Lance dumps this one in. Around and behind Marilla. First man onto it for Finland. Marilla shoots it down. Helenius dekes around the man and gets out of the blue line. Knocked away and coming down the other way. Drag shot off of the pads. Rebound kicked aside as the defense gets to it first. Thrown towards the point. Helenius, pardon me, not Helenius. Teshome threw that one forward, deking through left wing side. 32 seconds left to work with it here. Stick handling, deking behind the net. Centering pass, good play as it's knocked away by the defense. To this one, back to the point, Rayo Mullen. Trying to deke around the outside. Rayo Mullen still holding possession there. Knocked off of the puck by Marilla. Finland can't break out with it there. As here they come once again. Eisman. Cole Iserman, the second goal scorer in this one. Knocked down there. Still with it, though. Finds himself in the slot. Centering pass was blocked. Stays in the far side corner. And we'll be done with the first 20 minutes here from Langley at the Langley Event Center. Shots on goal 10-9 in favor of the United States as they find themselves with a 2-0 lead after the first 20 minutes of action in the 2022 World U17 Hockey Challenge. Having a look at the all-time championships again. The last time this event was played was in 2019, where Russia successfully defended their gold medal. Russia winning in 2018 and 2019. The United States getting a silver in 2019. So the States looking to make their way back to the championship game for a second time in a row. And then would you look at that, Finland in 2018, the runner-up to Russia as well. So there you go. The last two silver medalists meeting in the preliminaries here and getting things underway. And again, the goal scorers so far, Yzerman as well as number 60, Brody Zeimer. And again, for Zeimer, the first goal of the tournament. Obviously his first of the entire tournament, but it's got to feel good to have that bit of a moniker, that first goal of the tournament feeling, to get things underway for your team. So we have a chance to talk a little bit more about some promos. So including the Rivalry Series. Hockey's fiercest rivalry is back on Canadian ice. Canada's national women's team is facing off against the United States in the first two games of the 2022 edition of the Rivalry Series, and you can be there. Join us in Kelowna and Kamloops, BC, as we celebrate and cheer on our reigning world and Olympic champions. Tickets are selling fast, though, so go to hockeycanada.ca/tickets to secure yours today. And hockey lovers, are you looking for the inside scoop? Join fans of Canada's game across the country and around the world and receive the Hockey Canada Insider. Straight to your inbox, the Insider includes news and features about Team Canada national and international events, and much, much more. Insiders also will gain access to exclusive contests, ticket pre-sales, and other promotions. You can sign up today at hockeycanada.ca/insider. So again, an opportunity to mention the rest of the coaching staffs here for both of these sides is proper. With, again, it takes a village to raise a child, and in an event of this magnitude, the coaching staff, no small decisions made in who they bring aboard and how they run their ship. So for the United States, we mentioned their head coach Nick Four, the assistant coaches Matt Gilroy and Jimmy Mullen, goaltending coach David Lasson, player development coach Greg Wolf, equipment manager Brock Bradley, athletic trainer Dennis McDonald, and the player personnel manager is Kevin Reeder. Then over on the side of Finland, the team manager Kai Holm, head coach Marko Kauppinen, assistant coaches Marko Erholtz and Jukka Hestinen. The goaltending coach is Rupa Koistinen. The video coach Jonas Ruostainen, equipment manager Marko Giliniemi, physiotherapist Oskari Koprakari, and the team physician is Dr. Joni Huhtinen. So we're going to take a quick intermission break, as again, if you're just joining us, you missed the first 20 minutes of action where we had the first goal of the tournament from Brody Zeimer, as well as the second of the tournament for the United States, courtesy of number 34, Cole Yzerman. Shots on goal, 10-9. And we're going to take a quick intermission break here and come back just before the start of period number 2 to get you all ready to go for 20 more minutes of World U17 Hockey Challenge action. Welcome back. A minute 45 away from the start of period number 2 here of the opening game on the opening day of the World U17 Hockey Challenge. Ian Wilson alongside you for Finland versus USA in a rematch of the quarterfinals from 2019 where USA took down Finland by a score of 8-4 in that one. Currently in this game, USA leading 2-0 with shots 10-9. I had a look during the intermission at the 2 opening goal scorers, Cole Eiserman and Brody Ziemer. And having a look, unique connection between the 2 players as both of them committed to the University of Minnesota for 2024-2025. So far in this season in USHL competition, Ziemer, 5 games played and 1 point. And Eiserman looking impressive so far with the U.S. National Team Development Program Juniors. 5 games played, 5 goals, 6 assists for 11 points and 2 penalty minutes so far in USHL action. USHL, obviously the Junior A League down in the United States. We've had some former USHL players come up here to British Columbia and play in the BC Hockey League, and vice versa. Many Canadians have gone down and taken part in the USHL as part of their development into better hockey players. So we welcome you back for the start of period number 2. And again, if you're just joining us, 2-0 USA here from the Langley Event Center. The township of Langley hosting this 2022 rendition of the event alongside the city of Delta at Sun God Arena. And later on this evening, we'll see Canada versus Sweden out at Sun God as part of the opening day festivities. So to start things out for the United States, it'll be Ziemer out alongside Bednarik. Bednarik going to win the draw. This one back to the blue line and past Ziemer and down into Finland territory. Icing is waved off, though, as Väisänen. That one got past him, and this one now works down across the center line, shoved off of the puck, but still holding it there. Stick handling and stick chopped out of the hands. As Mitja Jokinen looked on, and Jonas Saralainen had the hands up and wondering what was going to happen there as Ziemer will go away for the penalty. A couple minutes for slashing. Another opportunity for Finland on the power play. 0 for 1 so far in the contest as they had the opportunity in the first but couldn't get one past Kempf. Saralainen off the draw. He'll get it back to Väisänen. Väisänen across. One-timer. Kempf kicks it out. Rebound. Scores! Power play goal brings this one back within 1 for Finland. The man who drew the penalty, Jonas Saralainen, gets his first of the tournament. This one just good positioning off of the face-off draw. Väisänen able to pass it across, and the one-timer initially kicked out by Kempf, but just out of position to try and find the second one off of the rebound. One-timer just ends up in front of the net, and the backhander slightly falling over for Jonas Saralainen from Mikkeli, Finland. As Pakvalin tries to knock that one out with a glove, gets over him and down into the other territory. Hagens throws this one forward. Skating onto it and thrown over. Marila gave it across, and this one thrown forward across the line is Pulkkinen. Down below the goal line. Centering pass through the other side as Pakvalin was sitting right in front of the net. Stick lifted there, though, as he wasn't able to get purchase on it. Offside as coming down the far side was the captain. Number 39, Charlie Pardue. Charlie Pardue, the product of Winnetka, Illinois. Born on January 5th, 2006. They get a 2-1 game now as off of the draw, Finland jumping up into this one. Valila throws it across, and first one onto it is Suoniemi. Thrown back to the point, Väisänen, he'll take a wrister. That one knocked down partway through. Suoniemi able to knock that one down. Pardon me, it was Valila. Valila, this one in below the goal line. Pinned against the wall. Trying to break it out was Sinivuori. Suoniemi and Sinivuori in the corner. Thrown across. That one off of the mark as it was deflected. Intended for Hemming. Centering pass. This one knocked down by Cole Hudson. Thrown around to the wing side, and skating onto it will be Christian Humphreys. Humphreys in the zone. Knocked away by Hemming as he'll control and leave for Väisänen. Väisänen almost gives that one away in front of the net. Knocked down in front. Can he get a shot away? That one fanned on the initial and passed it through the zone and out the other way. Skating onto it now with pace is Pikkarainen. Pikkarainen can't get around Emery as he'll knock that one away and throw it back forward. Van Vliet looking for someone. He finds Stiga. Stiga drags a shot off of the defense, and that one in front of the net once again. Knocked forward by Butovsky. Butovsky knocked off of the puck, and he'll stay over in the neutral zone area. Skating onto this one and shooting up the boards was Ruohonen. Knocked down and tried to get it forward again. Finland a little clumped up there as Butovsky. This one gets away from him. Backhanded around by Nikiri. Out to their own blue line now. Finland, a lot more jump now that they've got the first goal of the tournament for their team out of the way. Looking very comfortable now. Van Vliet takes a shot, missed the far post by an inch. Thrown forward, that was Helenius. Skating onto it, shot was blocked, intended by Saralainen. Helenius off of the skate, still holds the backhand, brings it back to the forehand. He'll go into the faceoff dot. Saved by Kempf off of the blocker and knocked out into the netting and out of play. So far in this one, a spirited competition between the States and Finland. The United States using the size advantage to throw the body around early in this one. And as we look on at Petteri Rimpinen, 5'11", from Kirkkonummi, Finland, plays for TPS Turku. Born on April 25th. And the referees and linesmen in this one. We bring them up. We'll have a good spread of officials throughout this tournament. Ty Skeen and Tanner Doiron. Linesmen Daniel Pendleton and Mitchell Gibbs. As Petteri Rimpinen, speaking of, will hold on to that one. The States not afraid to get to the dirty areas in this one. Crashing the crease and trying to get Rimpinen uncomfortable. And again, when you've got the size advantage like they do, it helps to be able to work that positioning inside. And if you can open up the shooting lanes, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. Is if you open up the shooting lanes, the goaltender can often see it. But if you got a lane through the front of the net, you never know what's going to happen. Plant in for the face-off. Has Bednarik to the right. Bednarik steps into the circle off of this one. Backhander towards the front of the net. Thrown there by Ziemer. Couldn't get it there. Off the back of the net. Gathering this one was Jonas Pakvalin. Pakvalin skating onto this. Around the outside. Knocked away off of the puck, but he'll keep this one in the far side corner. Pakvalin centering pass up top. Kempf gets that one. Rebound, score! Referees having a word about it, but the goal light will stay on. We'll see as the referees come to the near side, and they will have a conversation about it to see if that one was blown dead before it was knocked over. Julius Miettinen looks to have scored the second goal of the game for Finland, but the officials having a conversation about it right now. The initial shot was right in front of Kempf, knocked down. As we'll see here, waved off as no goal. I'll have to get an explanation for that one. So initial shot down in front of the net. Pakvalin was able to get that one underneath of Kempf, and it went out the back side of his pads. And right there on the doorstep was Julius Miettinen, able to slot that one home. The referees waving that one off. So this one will stay 2-1. But Finland now catching up at the shot department. They've now got a 3-shot lead, 14-11. Off of the draw, backhanded towards the front of the net. We'll see if they can get one quickly here, as they're not going to be happy about a disallowed goal. Akiri throws that one in. Skating onto it was Sinivuori. Shot around by Will Skahan, thrown back towards the front of the net. Kemp will hold on to this one, and he'll be sure to hold on to this one. As Emery looking on and defending the goaltender. Kemp a little bit unsure on finding that one in front of the net on Finland's disallowed second goal. Finland going to have a bit of a chip on their shoulder now and looking to quickly turn this one back into a tie game. In for the draw for Finland will be Heikki Ruohonen. Ruohonen. Again, Finland winning another faceoff draw in the offensive zone off of the draw. That one knocked down. Ruohonen barging his way to the front of the net. Can't get to that one. Good defense there. Knocks him away off of the puck. Knocked down. Shot around in the corner side. Chasing after will be Dakota Rayon-Mullen. Around the far side. Stick handling with speed through the neutral zone. Tapped in. And chasing after it will be Cole Hudson deep into the zone. Pinching in. Van Vliet spinning around the near side wall. Leaves, still has the man in the corner, Van Vliet. Trying to force this one a little bit further in. Can't get it any further than the defense. They throw it across. Mishandled there by Heikki Ruohonen. Knocked away. Trying to center that one in Finland. A little bit of an opportunity to break out partially. Emery interfered with there and throws it forward. Von Sagi. He'll head off on the change as Finland coming down the other way. Opportunity in on goal. Deeks alone scores! Roope Vestorinen. His first of the tournament, and just like that, Finland ties this one up at 2. Got in behind everybody on the long stretch pass. Uses the body to shield off the defender and just brings it back to the forehand and roofs it over the blocker's side. Vestorinen. Very confident move there as he brings it back to the blocker's side and beats him clean. No doubt about that one there. 5:02 to the second period, and Finland has tied this one up. It's a brand new hockey game. Shots on goal 16-11 in favor. See if they can contest. Off of the draw. This one. Big hit there as steamrolled was Vestorinen. Gilasti, this one gets around him, down the wing side, centering pass. Good defensive play there as he stops the centering pass, and now we're off to the races the other way. Here comes Saralainen, drop pass. Backhander, bit of a weak one as it was handled easily by Kemp. Thought maybe he would have gone for the centering pass back across. Ended up in front of the net, and Kemp was able to recognize and jump forward on it. Hagen's heading off on the change, and the coaching staff pats on the back for the Finns as they continue to apply the pressure to the United States. This has been a completely different complexion here in the second period. Off of the draw, thrown around, cut off against the wall, tipped in front and wide right as it goes in behind to the near side half wall. Van Vliet tries to work it forward, or Emery, I should say. Player dumped in front of the net was Miettinen. A couple of extracurriculars. No love lost, again, between the programs that met in 2019 in the quarterfinals. Both very proud hockey programs as they try and work their way towards another gold medal championship appearance. Those will be next Saturday, November 12th, here at the Langley Event Center. 14-18 remaining. Again, this is the jumping off point for a lot of these young stars in their international careers for their countries. The World U17 Hockey Challenge. Many other tournaments upcoming, including the World Juniors, that as these players age and progress, no doubt will be invited to as they continue their maturation and develop into better players. In behind the net, pinning it against the wall was Jonas Pakvalin. In on this one, now trying to move it around was Julius Miettinen. Skating out onto this one, using the backhand, trying to keep it out. Comes out into the high slot. Puck volley missed that one, and here come the States the other way. Baker drags. He'll take a shot. That one centering. Van Vliet missed it on the skate on the far side. Van Vliet now still with this one, though. Loses the stick there. And Finland working down the other way. Miettinen down the right wing side. Centering pass. That one kicked out by the legs of Kemp. Spinning around. Puck volley takes a shot. That one deflects wide and into the near side corner. Skating in off of the point with a burst of speed was Mitja Jokinen. Väisänen back at the point to hold this one in case it gets that far. Finland, though, pressing. Still holding here as Van Vliet throws it forward, but it'll be knocked down by Jokinen. However, I think with the way it landed in Jokinen's hand, I think they're going to call a hand pass. Face off, coming at center ice. Sinivuri, near side alongside Ziemer, and that one, Jokinen wins it back. Väisänen spinning as he's under check there. Man falls down as he was able to spin away there, but pinching in for the point, held in. Centering pass, Ziemer looking for number 2. Rimpinen holds on to this one as it made its way to the front porch. Rimpinen so far in this one, stopping 10 of 12. And on the other side, Kemp stopping 16 of 18 so far in this one. And again, the game tied 2-2. Works forward on this one. And again, another face-off draw won by Finland. They'll shoot it around to the far side. Held into the point, though, by Cole Hudson. Plant on the near side, trying to work this one through. Shot through to the far side by Camille Bednarik. Absorbs the check against the boards and hoists it out into the neutral zone. Stick handles and fires it forward. Backhanded over by Valila. Coming down the other way, Skahan gets this one in deep and he'll wait to see where it goes. Arttu Valila spins and waits. Passes with his defensive partner, Marila. Finland working their way out of the zone now. Avoided the check of Bednarik there and tried to throw it forward as they had Plant in behind everybody. Thrown forward. Tried to drop it into the middle, and that one kicked away by the skate of the defender. Thrown out as Skahan shakes onto this one. Plant thrown into the middle. Stick handling. Hudson trying to find something here. Uses the wall on the far side and finds Plant, but he couldn't find the puck. Helenius throws it over. And coming away with this one to the neutral zone was Logan Hensler. Hensler clutches that one, waits, he'll fire it in right on Rimpinen and uses the blocker to deflect it to the far side. Helenius digging for this one, tries to get it back to the point. Can't get it out, though, as Marila retreats. This one knocked down in front of the net as the States had an opportunity there. Vestarinen trying to backhand that one into center ice area. Skating up onto it was Soini. Soini throws it in around the far side, and out of his net is Nick Kampf. Emery throws it up to the near side. Shane Van Sagi. Skating onto it now in the corner is Humphreys. Humphreys, he'll be taken down off of the board side. Thrown up the wing side is Puck Volley looking to try and move this one forward. Shot back in, though, by John Whipple. Stick lift and down the wing side is Pulkkinen. Gains access to the zone. Puck Volley spinning, firing, rebound, another one. Nick Kemp, where is it? Glove saved by Kemp. Score! Nick Kemp was holding the line fairly well, but Finland just overwhelms him. And finally, on the third opportunity, Julius Miettinen, his first of the tournament and the third goal of the game for Finland as they find their first lead. Puck volleying, spins and fires, and then just player falls down and can't find Miettinen as he's able to finally slot that one past. A good glove save, though, partway through. The initial shot by Miettinen was gloved, and then just the backhander as he sticks with it, and it gets by Kempf for goal number 3. Finland has come alive here in period number 2. Shouldered off of the puck as Jokinen comes away with this one. Väisänen throws it forward, and here comes Finland once again down the wing side. Jokinen tried to skate out of that one, but it will be offside. Finland again looking for revenge from the last time the two programs faced, the 8-4 quarterfinals win for the United States in 2019. (21-12). Make that 22-12 as they make the scoring correction over on the far side. Centering pass across. Slap shot from the point. That one missed just wide on the left side. Over onto this one. Big check against the boards, and centering pass doesn't have enough horsepower to get back in front. Skating onto it. Lost the handle there was Hagens. Thrown over the board side and skating onto it was Hemming. Hemming finds his way to this one. Brings it from the forehand. Around and behind now. Around to the far side, Suoniemi throws it to Valila. Valila slap shot missed high, wide, and right. Väisänen back to collect that one. Thrown around and given away off of the board. Stiga gets the steal there and works it further in. Finland missed Väisänen. Centering pass kicked out by Rimpinen. United States with a great opportunity right in the slot, and Rimpinen shuts the door. Down the far side corner now. Finland looking for number 4. Here comes a breakaway, though, for the States. In all alone. Deeks, can he get past Rimpinen? Missed the far post by an inch. Yzerman was looking for number 2. And couldn't come away with that one as Rimpinen stuck the leg out, but on the little bit of a wand wave magic, just missed it on the back side of the post. Working their way out now, Christian Efferson. Can't clear that one out as the centering pass knocked away by the States. USA working down the wing side. Marilla takes a big check into the boards. Yzerman and the linesman separating the two of them. Helenius starting the breakout for Finland. He'll hit Vestarinen. Vestarinen hits it back to Helenius. Helenius shielding, taking the shot. Around and behind the net, still has control though. Vestarinen now trying to tap it forward. One of the States players lost their lumber there. Nikiri tried to intercept that once it's thrown down. No icing, though, as shielding was Soini. Nikiri throws this one around. Helenius didn't get there, though, as it's picked off. Tipped in front, and Rimpinen had to be sharp there. Skating onto it once again. Big check against the boards with the man dishing it out. Fell down. Helenius still out on the shift here. He'll go for the dump, and the rest of the team will change. Bednarik was looking for that one on the breakout and missed it on the blue line, so Väisänen and company will go back and collect for the icing call. Mitja Jokinen was also involved in that play. From Raisio, Finland, also plays for TPS Turku alongside Petteri Rimpinen. 23-13 the shots on goal, and this second period has gone all the way of Finland right now. Around the outside of Jokinen, and skating onto it will be Brody Ziemer. Along the near side wall, tried to throw it across. Bit of a double clutch there. Puck volleying in over the line. He'll be onside though. Jokinen jumped up in the rush there. Bednarik looking for it. Jokinen throwing it across. Stick handling using the bench side. Off the wall, big check there for Akseli Pulkkinen. Pulkkinen looking for this one again. Received the pass, but bumped off of the puck there. Puck volleying and Pulkkinen on the near side wall. Thrown forward. Malila. Couldn't find that one there. Bednarik centering pass. Cutting in. Centering in front. Cocked away by the blocker. Rebound. Kicked out by Rimpinen once again. Given away in front. Will they have another shot at it? That one off of the pads and wide again. Rimpinen under siege all of a sudden as the United States. Hensler trying to work that one forward. Couldn't get much further than the hash marks as it's back down inside USA territory, and they break out in the rush once again. With it now is John Whipple. Whipple down the wing side, brings it back into the front of the net. Loose in front, chopped away towards the point, and Hensler can't hold it in. Here comes Finland, though. Knocked down and in behind everybody. Across, shot! What a stop by Nick Kempf! That one could have been 4-2, and Nick Kempf comes across and keeps it clean for now. Knocked out in front! And Kempf holds that one as a couple of key opportunities for Finland to try and get themselves a 2-goal lead, and Kempf shuts the door. Just a quick play there for Emil Hemming, as he's able to get it behind everybody and throws it across as we go into our mid-period timeout for period number 2. So we have an opportunity to talk about Hockey Canada web and social. Fans, if you're enjoying the coverage so far, the World Under-17 Hockey Challenge, make sure you check out all of the exclusive pre- and post-game coverage from the tournament at hockeycanada.ca. You can also follow at Hockey Canada on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to engage with us in real time. And then as well, we have a chance. Well, we already talked about the Hockey Canada Insider as well, so there you go. Should make note as well about Hockey Canada officiating. If you think you know hockey inside and out and you're interested in getting back into the rink and looking for opportunities to stay involved in the game, turn your passion for hockey into a career. The Hockey Canada officiating program offers fulfilling opportunities for participants of all ages to get involved in refereeing. Make the right call and go to hockeycanada.ca/officiating to get started. And referees, such an important part of the game. They don't get a lot of love from the fans, but my goodness, when I tell you they are an important piece of this, we wouldn't be having these games right now if not for the referees. So, if you're interested or know somebody else who is, let them know to go get involved in the Hockey Canada officiating program. Hand pass called, as this one will come just outside of the USA zone. 3-2 your score if you're just joining us in favor of Finland, as they've now got a 26-15 shot on goal lead. Here, this your opening game of the World U17 Hockey Challenge from Langley and Delta here in beautiful British Columbia, Canada. Exciting U17 hockey here on the West Coast as Jokinen throwing that one forward. Rister doesn't have a whole lot of speed to it. Kicked aside by Kemp in behind the net. Still looking for it. Pinching it off of the point was Väisänen. Thrown forward, shouldered off of the puck by Jokinen as Väisänen will come in to collect. Picked off, and they'll come the other way. LaPointe, drop pass. As Hagens was coming on off of the point, knocked off of the puck, thrown forward just out of the reach, and retreating for this one was Cole Hudson. Hudson, the product of Barrington, Illinois, into the zone now, has a bit of an opportunity. Jokinen knocking that one away with the leg, didn't even make it through to Rimpinen. If you're Rimpinen, you're loving this show from your defense right now. Skating onto it, Kasper Pikkarainen. Foot race ensues, and icing will be called. Good speed shown there by Rupa Vestarinen, as he tried to beat out the call there, but hybrid icing the rule of the land here. And this one will bring things all the way back down, and that's always a difficult one if you explode with the pace to try and beat out the icing and then you don't beat it out. That's a tired boy back there on defense now after the icing call here. 5:02 remaining. Jokinen off of the draw. Tried to come away with this one, and Bruno Jalasti, number 2, out for Finland as well. Skahan throws this one forward. Ziemer, drop pass, as USA looking to restore the evenness in this game. In behind the net, Bednarik looking for Ziemer, couldn't find him there, back to Bednarik. Bednarik into the center of the zone. USA still hunting for this one, throw it forward, Plant back in behind the net as Ziemer looks for it. Big check against the wall as Jokinen throwing it forward. Vestarinen controls, cross ice feed as this one goes over to the corner and Helenius skates onto it. Takes a man off of the puck. Nice deke move to get it back in front. Knocked away, though, is now in the corner side. Joona Saarelainen. Helenius trying to work this one, muscle it back to the point. Marila is there. And Helenius able to fire that one over and keep it on side as Saarelainen will chase in on this one. Knocked down. USA able to finally throw it into the center ice area across the U17's logo. Soini across. Marila. Throw it forward. It's onside, though. But USA controls off of the debacle there. Thrown to the near side. Just offside is Stiga. Tried to take that one spinning in the zone on the right wing side, but number 46, Teddy Stiga, from Sudbury, Massachusetts. And they're one of the alternates. Number 55, E.J. Emery, 6'3", from Compton, California. Thrown ahead, controlled by Julius Miettinen. USA trying to break in. This one knocked away, but they'll force it further back in below the goal line. 3:21 remaining. Near side, stick lift, and this one worked forward. Pulkkinen using the issue with his body and forcing this one forward. Miettinen trying to get this one in the blue line, and they finally do. Pulkkinen in there as well, and they keep it on side as Valila at the line. Emery finishes his man against the boards and knocks him off of the puck. Miettinen back to the point. Misses the stick of Valila. He'll be forced to retreat as jumping out is Emery on this one. He gets the pass across. Good back check there for Hemming. In behind the net now. Valila thrown forward. Across ice feed. Now through the neutral zone. Finland in on this one. Forced to the outside and on the half wall this one. Fought for. Controlled by Finland again though. Spinning and firing it around and behind the net. In on this one is Suoniemi. Tuomas Suoniemi gets this one off of the cycle play in the corner, spinning back to the backhand. A little bit of a snow shower as he turns around, throws it back to the point. Marila throws it through and doesn't find anybody on the far side. Knocked down again is Finland continuing to apply the pressure here as they've gotten the 3-2 lead. Around the outside, Lauri Sinivori. Thrown back in front, centering pass picked off by United States. Bonsagi tried to skate onto that one, and Van Vliet works it forward. Marila plays pass with his defensive partner. Bruno Jalasti, number 2. Sinivuori. In on the far side, big hit there, Sinivuori. In on the far side, hit against the wall. Collecting this one for the States will be, leave Noah Lapointe off the wall now and up into offensive territory though. Finland with 1:30. Butkovsky held up against the penalty box side boards. Nakiri, this one got past him. Skating back into the own zone was Soini. Soini waits in behind his net in Gretzky's office and surveys, fires it over to Butkovsky. Knocked forward, he'll use the glass and fire this one out and into enemy territory. Heikki Ruohonen in on the forecheck as the United States breaks out once again. Tries to get it over the blue line and they run into a couple of bodies. Last minute of play in period number 2. Nakiri throws this one in and Helenius is in on it. Spinning back, trying to get to the forehand. Väisänen gets out of trouble there. Knocks it over to Jokinen. Jokinen in, he'll go to the left wing side. Centering pass, kicked out by the defense is Jokinen. Ends up with this one on the half wall. Tries to throw it back in front. And Dakota Rayo Mullen. He'll be pinned against the boards as still in on this one of the forecheck is Saralainen. Helenius, left wing side. Back up to the point across to Väisänen. Väisänen stick handling and getting around the outside of his man. Inside now. That was Rupe Vestorinen. Back to the point side and USA able to work this one out with 20 seconds remaining. Period number 2. Jokinen back over to Väisänen. Väisänen getting it around the outside as James Higgins was in on the forecheck. Thrown forward and coming down the other way now. Shane Bonsagi throws it to the wing side, trying to stick handle and deep. Can't spin it in front of the net. As Bednarik throws it back towards the point. Pardon me, it was Higgins that ended up with that one. Threw it back towards the point as period number 2 comes to an end. And period number 2 going all the way of Finland as they come back from a deficit of 2-0, and it is now 3-2 in favor of Finland. An impressive turnaround as Finland didn't have a whole lot of offensive presence and pressure in period number 1, but were able to capitalize on the shift in momentum in period number 2. Capitalize with some power play opportunities, and now looking at the shots on goal disparity, 27-15 as Finland turning the tide here in the second 20 minutes of action on opening day and opening game of the World U17 Hockey Challenge. So we have an opportunity for a couple more promo reads here as we go into our second intermission here. So we have the opportunity to talk about Hockey Canada Shop. Are you ready to upgrade your style and wear your heart on your sleeve? Check out the largest selection of Hockey Canada gear available. Celebrating your love of hockey never looks so good. Visit shop.hockeycanada.ca now and get today's special offer. And the Hockey Canada Network app. Calling all coaches. Do you need a hand coming up with a few new ideas for practice? The Hockey Canada Network has you covered. From drills, complete practice plans, and a load of other useful resources, the Hockey Canada Network is the only tool you'll need to take your team to the next level. The app is available for free for any user with an iOS or Android device. Once again, if you're just joining us, Ian Wilson with the call on the Hockey Canada website and YouTube pages on behalf of our broadcast crew here at the Langley Event Center. 3-2 your score in favor of Finland as they come back in period number 2 and completely swing the momentum in their favor. Again, down in shots and down 2-0 after the first 20 minutes and able to comfortably regain composure and control as they just threw everything towards the front of the net, and they had clean, solid breakout plays. They didn't let the size disparity with the United States get under their skin. Again, United States have almost shied away from their physical game a little bit in period number 2. As in period number 1, you constantly saw the bodies being thrown around, but maybe that's just the elusiveness of Finland, able to key in to where the players were going to be and where they were trying to finish off the checks here in period number 2. And again, we'll have the rest of the period summary right after a quick intermission here. As again, 3-2 your score now after 40 minutes here on opening day of the World U17 Hockey Challenge. We'll be right back after a couple of minutes as we have a look at different things going on around the tournament and get you ready with all the stories and storylines for the rest of today as well, with 2 games coming up at 7 o'clock, one here at SunGod, or pardon me, I should say one here at Langley Event Center, and the other out in Delta at SunGod Arena. So we'll be back very, very shortly. Hope you're enjoying your afternoon or evening, depending on where you are tuning in from. And we'll talk to you in just a couple of minutes with period number 3 here from the opening day of the opening game of the World U17 Hockey Challenge. Welcome back to the broadcast as we are 3 minutes away from period number 3 here at the Langley Event Center for the opening game of opening day of the World U17 Hockey Challenge. Ian Wilson with the call on behalf of the fantastic broadcast crew here at the Langley Event Center. Excited to bring you all of the action here. And after this game, I'll be making my way over to Sun God Arena in Delta for game number 2 of the day. Canada taking on Sweden in that one. And again, this is opening day, so the 7 o'clock game over at Sun God will be Canada White taking on Sweden. And then here at the Langley Event Center, it'll be Canada Red taking on Canada Black, an all-Canadian matchup here in the township of Langley. Honored to be bringing this broadcast to you from the traditional territories of the Coast Salish peoples, and in particular, we'd like to mention our relationship here at the Langley Event Center with the Kikite, Katsi, Tsleil-Waututh, Semiahmoo, Kwantlen, and Matsqui First Nations. Iswael, and welcome to the broadcast as we are a minute 48 away from period number 3. As we'll bring up the game summary so far. Again, if you head to hockeycanada.ca and have a look at the tournament schedule, you can follow along the action, get links to the broadcast, and send them around to friends and family and hockey enthusiasts, as well as have a look at the game summary. Tim Kilbray, one of the main on-ice officials, making sure that everything looks pretty online and is all correct. So if you're just joining us, the first period went the way of the United States, and period number 2 went the way of Finland. In period number 1, Brody Zemer, the first goal, the opening goal of the tournament, coming 12-10 in. And then Cole Iserman getting goal number 2 at 16:48 to help the Americans out to a 2-0 lead. Then in period number 2, the power play goal by Jonas Saralainen, 25 seconds in, gets things underway in a hurry. And then Rupa Vestarinen and Julius Miettinen, I should say, get things to a 3-2 margin in favor of the Finns. And again, the shots on goal totals now 15-27 in favor of Finland. And so far, Nick Kemp stopping 24 of 27. Petteri Rimpinen stopping 13 of 15 so far in this one. Vestarinen, a goal and an assist in this one for 2 points so far. And we are ready for the opening faceoff of period number 3. 20 more minutes on the clock. And can't believe that it's finally back. The World U17 Hockey Challenge not taking place since 2019. The COVID-19 pandemic taking away so much of the last 3 years. So anytime that an event like this is able to happen and come back into fruition, it's just a reminder of that we can continue to move forward in sports and just in life. So here we go for period number 3. Helenius reached out for this one as Plante going to fake the slap shot. Centering is trying to work there through with Zemer. The opening goal scorer of the tournament as he dumps a man against the far boards. Thrown across, missed Helenius as he spins, and Plante absorbs the check there as the favor returned off of Zemer's hit from earlier. Jokinen with pace out behind his net through the neutral zone. He'll dangle around the outside around Emery in front of the net. Tried to center it through. Backhander. Missed. Kemp trying to hunt that one down as it knocked off the far side post, and breaking free in front of the net now with it was John Whipple. Whipple threw it in front of the penalty boxes. This one knocked down and shot all the way back down into the territory of the United States. Now working it ahead once again. James Hagens had a problem with it there. Whipple trying to poke it back out of the zone. This one will be retreated on by Jonas Pakvalin. To the wing side. Shot forward and in by Julius Miettinen. Emery, first man on a tap this one. Rayo Mullen tries to work it forward a little bit further. Centering pass, knocked away by the Americans. Shot forward by Bruno Jelasti. And USA firing it back out of the neutral zone once again. First one onto it, Sebastian Soini. Throwing it across, a little bit of difficulty there as run into there in front of the American bench. Trying to pick the pocket there, almost gets it done as Rayo Mullen breaking out of his own zone. Pocket pick from behind as One of the Americans fell down and took down his teammate. Good poke check there, though, in defense by Noah Lapointe. 2-on-1 scenario there. Centering pass, missed it as he fanned on the shot, and this one went to the high slot. Down the other way, wing side. Yzerman in front, scores! Shane Von Soggy, the pride of St. Louis, Missouri, receives the pass across from Cole Yzerman and roofs that one upstairs over Petteri Rimpinen. This hockey game is tied back up at 3 as on the turnover, the break, Yzerman throws it back in front and just taps that one right on the front porch upstairs in the top right corner. Not much Rimpinen could do there. Yzerman's got his second point of the contest after he had goal number 2 for the States in period number 1. Hudson kicked that one off of the skate and threw it forward. Breaking into the zone now, centering pass. As the United States not satisfied with the tie, they want the lead again. Thrown into the zone and out the far side. And Finland, they responded well in period number 2. We'll see whose period number 3 is going to be. Väisänen forced to retreat as Hudson hoists that one over everybody, beats out the icing call as first man onto it was Christian Humphreys. Humphreys works it down the near side wall and back to the point. Slap shot off of the leg, and he's going to feel that one. Kasper Pikkarainen heads off of the changes. He got all of that slap shot from the left point. Thrown forward and all the way down to Rimpinen. He'll backhand this one over to his partner. Marilla threw it to the near side, but not far enough as it goes back to the point. Hudson, stick handles, fires across to the far side, twisted towards the front of the net, and Rimpinen will hold on with the leather. It still works indeed in period number 3. So the 2022 edition of the World U17 Hockey Challenge starting today. This is your opening game. And going to be roughly 3 games a day. A 2 o'clock game here at Langley Event Center, and then 2 7 o'clock games, one at Sun God and one here at the LEC. And then the final day, the championship day, November 12th, next Saturday. All the marbles will be on the table for these teams to decide who is going to be the first post-COVID team to wear the gold medals. Roope Vesturinen in behind the net, outside alongside Helenius. Helenius off of the partial tap there, fighting with Emery along the board side. Marilla chops this one along, takes a hop off of the boards, and there's Helenius once again. Getting outside the reach of Emery, goes back to the point, takes a wrister through traffic. That one off of the defense and wide. Logan Hensler trying to knock this one forward. And finally, Stiga gets it out of the zone. Stiga to the wing side. Stopping, firing across, has some space, and Rimpinen shuts the door there. Bruno Jalasti, he'll be knocked off of the puck on the far side. A couple of players getting into it there on the far side, and we got a penalty being called here, the first of period number 3. Tie game, 3-all, with 15:55 left to go. Looking up at the board, trying to see if they can find the replay. Having a seat will be Stiga. So Stiga was on the back check, and penalty was called. He'll have a seat in the sin bin for a few minutes as another opportunity for Finland on the power play. They got their offense going on a power play goal within the first minute of period number 2. Puck volleying to the goal line, back over to the wing side. Puck volleying, surveys, looking for somebody. Looking for the bumper pass inside, looking across back to puck volleying. Didn't get all the one-timer as Kempf sliding across on that one. And puck volleying knows he might have got a little bit more of that one. Could have elevated it a bit. 2 minutes for hooking. The penalty on Stiga. 15:39 remaining. As again, the opportunity on the power play here with 1:42 left to go on Stiga's penalty. Puck volleying near side down to the goal line. Miettinen setting up down there. Across to the left wing side. Back up Jokinen central point. Puck volleying one-timer. That one kicked aside by the blocker. Tuomas Suoniemi getting that one over to Miettinen. Miettinen knocked off the puck there, but skating onto it to collect was Sinivuori. Sinivuori Setting up in the high slot. A low goal line for Miettinen once again. One-timer for puck volleying, and Kemp shuts the door on the near side. Out of the net to play it is Rimpinen as he wants to set up the offense quickly. Jokinen turning and surveying. Wholesale change in front of the Finland bench, as do the penalty killers get some fresh legs too. 1 minute to go on Stiga's penalty. Helenius around the outside. Gets around the outside of LaPointe as well. Now behind the net. Across to the far side, skating onto it was Saralainen. Saralainen in below. Helenius calling for it up at the right point side. He'll receive it, spin around. Has a reverse bumper set up. The captain, number 24, Saralainen, set up right in the high slot. Helenius across. That one couldn't trigger the one-timer. Was Hemming. In front, knocked away. Väisänen over to Helenius. Helenius back over. Väisänen takes a shot through traffic. That one found the glove, I think, of Kempf up high over top of the net and cleared out into Finland territory. Penalty killers get another change with 14 seconds remaining. 3-3 game as Finland on the power play once again. Drop pass, thrown forward and tapped in on the wing side. Tessa Home in on this one of the forecheck. In to help as well as Ruohonen. Tessa Home spinning in the far corner side. Holds possession as we're back 5 aside now. Takes a weird hop off of the corner and took a 45-degree angle back towards the slot, but USA realizing it before it got into a dangerous spot. Tessa Home down the far side. Couldn't get that one in. In behind the net. Good presence to shield there as thrown around back with Sebastian Soini. Soini, 6'1" from Tampere, Finland. Long pass looking for Hudson. Tapped by Hagens up to Hudson as he joins the rush. Centering pass fanned on the one-timer. As it looks like Ellis Marila is going to go away for a hooking call. You'll see what the call is. So it actually looks like it might be, from the signal, it actually might have been slew footing. We'll see what's put up on the clock here and what shows up on our box score. Indeed, it will be the 4-minute penalty, so a critical juncture here for the United States as they get an opportunity on the power play for the first time in this game. We'll see what the extra man unit can do. We'll see what Nick Ford, Matt Gilroy, and Jimmy Mullen have drawn up from the bench. Right point side, down the half wall. Spinning against the wall was Brody Zemer. Tapped back over. Can't handle the pass there as it pops out of the zone. Cole Hudson forced to retreat there. Hudson now back into his own zone once again. First man in on him in the forecheck, so Julius Miettinen out of the penalty kill alongside Heikki Ruohonen. Double minor for spearing the call as we listen into the PA announcer, Stephen Kaita. So double minor for spearing the call on the play, so 4-minute double minor. Hudson starting the breakout from his own zone. Has McMorrow in front of him, drops for Hagens. McMorrow spins around on the left wing side, back up to Hudson at the point. Hudson drops for Hagens. To the left wing face-off dot. He'll take the wrister, knocked down by Rimpinen initially. Trying to go over to that one was Jokinen. Jumping up in the rush for that one was Ruohonen. Ruohonen hounding back at the point. Gets a stick lift but can't get it out of the zone. Left wing side, back up to the point now to Hudson, quarterbacking. Hagens now. Once again, he'll circle. Still 2:37 left to go on the penalty. Hagens, he'll take a wrister glove save by Rimpinen. Hagens circled a couple of times at the left face-off dot, found a little bit of room and could see the screen forming in front. Threw the wrister down, and Rimpinen flashes the leather, and again here just drawing the defense out and looking to try and find that rebound in front of the net with man posted right on the front deck. One off of the draw, States controls, back to the point, gets it over. Now the wrister from the left face-off dot, faked over to the right side. Hensler finds his man, low face-off side, in front, scores! Kamil Bednarik right in front of the net. Gets the pass at the goal line. Deeks in front and just has all the time and space in the world to slot that in on the far side post. Well, far side from his perspective, near side for the broadcast. Good passing play here, opens things up and just gives Bednarik enough space and time of day to decide what he wants to do with this. And as well, too, there's no initial collapse. They look to see if there's going to be a cross-ice feed. They don't necessarily just try and bump him off of the puck himself. So Kamil Bednarik is first of the tournament as USA will get a 4-3 lead here with their power play goal. Shots on goal 22-30. As the officials over by the penalty box having a word. Just double checking how much time was left on the double minor. So the initial double minor now expiring. So the United States still on the power play here with 11:27 left to go. So Bednarik still out on this unit. I expect him to go right back to the front porch and Christmas carol some more. When you find success there, you look to go back to the well. We'll see how Finland responds. Drop pass in behind the net. Surveying. Emery looking to break out here. Up the wing side. Drop pass. Pardon me, it was Hensler. Down the wing side. Drop pass. Right face-off dot. Challenging out was Yelesti. Tried to fire that one out. Initial one couldn't get there, but second one does. Bruno Yelesti from Helsinki, Finland. 10:43 left to go. Finland trying to kill off the second half of a double minor for Spearing. Accredited to Ellis Marilla. Stick handling in was Yzerman. Got hauled down there, thrown around, but not enough horsepower to get out the left wing side. Hudson holds it in. Hagens back over to Hudson. Again, they were looking for the one-timer on the far side. Off of the bar and stays out. Rimpinen tracked it across on that one. Pumped off of the sweet Michigan Steel. Near side, Hagens. Tried to come away with this one. Finally, Brody Zemer off of the puck going into the sky there. 25 seconds remaining. As Finland almost escaping the other side of the second half of the double minor. Breaking it into Yzerman, dragging, shooting over top of the net. That one off of the glass and down and behind. As around and behind was Michia Jokinen. Jokinen tries to throw it out. Zemer knocks it down. Hudson over. Hagens across. Couldn't find Zemer on the pass back across ice. 2 seconds remaining. Back five aside is Marilla out of the box. USA now feeling comfortable with the 1-goal lead. We'll see if they can stack on it and get themselves another 2-goal lead. Big hit against the penalty box boards. Had the penalty box door shaking there. Vesturinen was in on the play there. Thrown to Baker at the near wing side. Vesturinen trying to haul him off of the puck. Skating back onto it and thrown back towards the point. Across, Whipple finds his defensive partner was Rayo Mullen. Mullen, that shot goes high and wide, back out of the point side, and Baker cycles it back in deep. Backhand to forehand and spinning around once again is Väisänen trying to get that one away. Back onto it is Saralainen. Saralainen, a great move to get free back in front. Helenius over to the strong side, right wing. He'll take a shot looking for the top left corner, misses that one. Skating onto it now, Soini. Soini back in front. Helenius comes away with it. He'll take a wrister, that one blocked. Väisänen, pardon me, Marilla, I should say, gets a shot, that one wide left. Vesturinen. Helenius gets this one off of the check from him. He'll be taken down. Helenius from his rear end throws that one back into the high slot. And still, Saralainen drags that one off of the glove hand and won't get any further. Stiga in front of the net to make sure no one gets the errant pass there, and he'll take the tap pass and start the breakout. Baker left wing side. Dump and change tactic, rather. As a wholesale change, 5 new fresh bodies on the ice. As Lapointe and Emery, the defensive pairing out now for the United States. Tap pass. Breaking in over the wing side was Christian Epperson. He'll take a shot handled by Rimpinen. Off of the point, Lapointe. One-timer off of the shin pads once again. Finland not afraid to get in front of these slap shots up from the point. Suoniemi He'll break forward in the rush. Tuomas Suoniemi, centering pass blocked as it stays in the far side corner. Emery onto this one, and Suoniemi comes away with it. One-timer from the point. That one off of the referee, and he felt that one. Off of the inside of the foot there, the official, as it went wide right of the net. And he puts his head back in a little bit of pain there as Hemming taps this one forward. In behind the goal puck, Wallin tries to chase it down. Bruno Yalasti in for the point, pinches. That one gets around him, though. Nikiri, hounded. He'll spin and shield, fire it off the boards, and collected by Hudson. Hudson looking across. Hensler throwing it up the wing side, and Yalasti throwing it forward again. Now, puck volleying right wing side, centering pass once again. Backhander was trying to roof it there and took a deflection out of play. And a lot of hockey being played in quick succession. We're going to get our officials timeout finally here with 6:52 remaining. So you can get your 2022 World Under-17 Hockey Challenge tickets right now if you want to come in and take in the action in person. Take in the preliminary round action from right now, November 3rd to November 11th, here at the Langley Event Center and in Delta at Sun God Arena. Tickets are available starting at $15. Get yours at langleyeventcenter.com/U17 tickets. 43 seconds left to go in the mid-period timeout. Ian Wilson with the call on behalf of the broadcast crew here at the Langley Event Center. An exciting day full of hockey here on opening day as the fans are in attendance there. I see EJ's #1 fan on the sign there as well, too, over the Jumbotron in the arena. And you love to see it as well, too, especially with some of the American fans coming down and taking part. Having a look at the United States roster. I believe they are talking about number 55, EJ Emery, the fans coming up from Compton, California. That's very, very cute to see. That's what it's all about. The U-17s, the first step in the journey of a lot of these young gentlemen and what I'm sure will be long international careers for their countries. They'll try that face-off again to the broadcast right of Kempf. In on the draw will be Hagens taking on Helenius. Won by Hagens and controlled by the USA. Hagens skating out of this one, and Yzerman tried to get that one around Väisänen. Väisänen throws this one forward, finds his man down the wing side. Here comes Saralainen, drags that one off of the pad, and rebound goes back out towards the point side. Helenius controls it first. Helenius still with it, face-off, Deeks around another man, still has it, drags it back to the post side, and doors shut by Kempf. Väisänen back at the point now. Rister through traffic, knocked down partway through by Hensler. Another one from the point. Takes a deflection and out of play off of the netting. As shots on goal now 32-23. 6:18 left to go as Finland, they had the 3-2 lead. And so far in period number 3, things have gone the way of the United States. Shane Van Sagi getting the first goal. And then Kamil Bednarik, the power play goal at 8:28 in, off of the double minor for Spearing for Ellis Marilla. Yalasti at the point, tried to throw it back into the high slot. This one knocked down, backhander in front, still loose. Poked back out to the point, and Yalasti. He'll hold this one. Rister through traffic, knocked down partway through by Emery. Pinned against the boards by Zemer. And thrown out now, Yalasti. Off of the wall side. Thrown ahead, here's Whipple. Across to EJ Emery. Emery thrown forward, picked off in the neutral zone by Pulkarainen. Forward on that one, Natan Teshome. Off of the wall, took a funny hop and almost came back in front of Rimpinen. Had to watch that one carefully. Teshome down the wing side, gets the man in transition. That one missed just wide of the near side. Soini forced to retreat. Poke check. The defender fell down though, but hey, he'll get the puck right back. A little bit of a gift there is Nicholas Nikiri. Good defensive play there. Shot down the wing side, dump and chase tactic has tried the old beaver tail in the high slot as he tapped his stick on the ice, trying to pretend he was his own teammate as Kempf was out in behind the net. Down the wing side, McMorrow, number 53. Around, using the body positioning in front of the net. Where is it? Out the far side, and Rimpinen handling that one there. McMorrow, great burst of speed as he got a shot in low. Looking for the rebound as he carried through the far side. Now into the forecheck, puck falling alongside Julius Miettinen. Jokinen fighting this one in, puck falling. Spinning, passing it to himself off of the wall. Trying to center, that one knocked down by McMorrow and Stiga. McMorrow fires that one directly in on Rimpinen. And Väisänen, he'll have Stiga all over him. He'll be taken down from behind, and this will be another power play coming for Finland. With 4:25 remaining, Finland gets themselves a gift here. We'll see if they capitalize. Stiga taking Väisänen down with the hook. And he'll go to the penalty box for a couple of minutes. So Finland will send puck volley, Sinivuori, Jokinen, Julius Miettinen, and then up at the face-off draw it will be Suoniemi. Sinivuori couldn't hold that one in along the wall as this one all the way down, and Jokinen forced to retreat. Jokinen fakes going in behind his net and goes back to the forehand instead. Good move there. He'll drop and hit the man. Lauri Sinivuori in down the wing side. Stick lift there as E.J. Emery pins him off against the wall. Puck volley gets this one back to the point. Jokinen across left wing side. Suoniemi. Suoniemi back to Jokinen to the point. Jokinen stick handling, waiting. Passing over Suoniemi once again up to the face-off dot. Across looking for puck volley. Couldn't get it there. Puck volleying. Crisscrosses with Miettinen. He'll trade places. Goal line side for puck volleying. Dragging as he got Emery out of the high slot area. One-timer. That one tipped just wide. Had Sinivuori in front of the net. And tipped that one just wide off of the one-timer coming in from the point. Miettinen, right side. Waits, has Emery between him and the goal. Goal line side, across to the other side. Suoniemi across. One-timer! Just whiffed on that one. Came off of the handle of the stick as Miettinen had Kempf coming across there. Suoniemi. Back to the point to Jokinen. Spent most of this entire power play here in the zone. 33 seconds remaining. Rebound in front of the net, looking across, tried to center it, and this one finally hoisted out by the USA. Much needed change on both sides as only one man remains, and that is Jokinen. Mitja Jokinen from Raisio. Plays for TPS Turku. Out of the zone and across the blue line. Trying to bring this one in was Joona Seralainen. Seralainen, that one knocked down. Vesturinen. Vesturinen in behind, finds his man on the far side. That one takes a bit of a deflection off of the bar as Helenius was looking for that one. Yelasti across. Net is empty. They'll stay 6-on-5. 2:13 left to go. Yelasti finds Helenius back to the center point area. Calling for the left faceoff dot in front of the net. Puck is loose. Kempf can't cover it. Breaking out into the far corner now. Emil Hemming back to the center point area. Väisänen and Yelasti. Yelasti. Helenius sandwiched against the boards. Still held in though. 6-on-5 right now as again Rimpinen on the bench. The pressure though cracks Finland and they work their way back down to their own zone. Väisänen and Yelasti. The defense. Couple of fresh bodies out for the States as given away there almost. They have to be careful with possession as they break over in their own half. Over the blue line now. Drop pass. Left wing side. Back up to the front. Väisänen. Helenius now right wing side. Goal line pass. Will they center? Vesturinen in behind now to the far wing side. Bruno Yelasti in looking for Vesturinen once again. Tap. That one centers a little bit. This one golfed all the way down. And this one will go for icing as Väisänen skates back and Yelasti will collect. So 4-3 with 1:13 left to go. Net is empty for Finland. Head coach Marko Kaupinen has him sitting on the bench there, and so far throughout tonight's contest, stopping 20 of 24 in this one. And he'll have a seat presumably for the rest of this one as Miettinen in on the draw. Won by Hagans, collected and shot off of the glass. Glove down, though, and held in. They shoot it across, but it comes just outside the blue line. McMorrow fighting for this one against the near side wall. Miettinen on the back check, though, able to collect. Sinivuori. And now, coming out of their own zone, Soini. Soini dumping chases. They'll fire it around. Last minute of play in period number 3. In front of the net, that one tipped. As Miettinen coming out from in behind the goal line to collect this one. Back to the point. Soini takes a wrister, that one off of the leg. And chopped forward, but not quite out as Soini forward. And on the back check, this one thrown forward again. And we are going to get an icing call with 35.8 remaining. Hagans and Lapointe tag teaming on the near side to work that one forward and out of the zone. And you can see as they both have the hands on the sticks and the heads in the air, they're tired right now on the defensive side. So out now will be Hemming, Saralainen, alongside Vesterinen. Back at the point is Väisänen setting up for a one-timer, and Helenius is back there as well. Helenius off the draw, he'll get this one. Looking across the zone, that one deflected by a USA stick on the way through. Väisänen, 28 seconds remaining. Helenius will take it off the pass from him. Helenius stops and passes, given away. Hagans knocked down by Väisänen, and that one made sure it went in the back of the net. Hagen's shot looked like it might have gone wide, and Väisänen just knocked it down to make sure, but couldn't get enough. As James Hagans will seal the deal and get credit for the empty net goal. Just gets this one on the near side of center, fired it, and tipped off of the stick of Väisänen as he tried to deflect it. And that one dead center in the back of the net. 5th goal of the game for Team USA. Off of the draw, though, Finland quick jump. Rimpinen back in the net. 10 seconds remaining is back in on one last forecheck. Finland not going to go into the night quietly. USA going to keep it in the corner and just wait out the last few seconds. And time expires, and an exclamation from Nick Kempf as he's fired up that his team comes away with the opening win on opening day here for the World U17 Hockey Challenge. Final score 5-3 and final shots on goal 36-25 in favor of Finland. Finland gave the USA a run for their money. And again, we're trying to make up for the quarterfinal loss held back in 2019. USA taking that game 8-4 the last time these two U17 programs met. So as the teams will gather at center ice, I assume we are going to hear the national anthem of the United States. As well, there may be player of the game ceremonies as well, too. So we'll have a listen in and talk to you a little bit after that has concluded.
Team is proudly presented by the World Under-17 Hockey Challenge Host Organizing Committee. Each winner is awarded a glass trophy. Please welcome to the ice Hockey Canada alumni and coaching staff of Trinity Western men's hockey team, Ben Walter and Kyle Beach, for today's Player of the Game presentations.
Some Hockey Canada alumnus, coaching staff of Trinity Western as well, here to offer forward the awards. Julius Miettinen, the player of the game in this one. Miettinen had the 3rd goal for Finland and as well looked solid throughout this contest, so he'll be presented with the player of the game award. And Brody Zeimer, the player of the game for the United States. The opening goal of the tournament, 12-10 into the first period. As he'll come up and collect the player of the game award for the United States. One final salute from the players as they in unison slap the stick on the ice as this game has come to a close. And the handshake line will proceed down center ice. USA taking down Finland with a final score of 5-3. We'll have a look at the final game summary here. As the opening goal, Brody Ziemer, 12-10 in. Then Cole Eiserman give the assist to Max Plant and James Hagens at 16:48. That was the first period. Then in period number 2, the penalty by Brody Ziemer. The slashing call gave Finland a power play that resulted in a goal for Jonas Seralainen. Give the assist to Rupe Vestarinen and Vetti Väisänen. Then Vestarinen getting the goal at 5:02 to bring the game back to square. And then Julius Miettinen from Akseli Pulkkinen and Jonas Pakvalin. That was the 3-goal second period for Finland. And my goodness, the shots on goal swing was something to behold as well. Then in the third period, Shane Von Sagi at 2:04 in would get the opening goal of the third for USA. And Teddy Stiga's hooking minor resulted in nothing for Finland. But this was definitely the turning point. The double minor for Spearing for Ellis Marila, resulting in the power play goal for Kamil Bednarik. Give the assist to Max Plant and Logan Hensler. So Max Plant, 2 assists in this game as well. And then the insurance marker, the empty netter, James Hagens getting the shot from just on the Finland side of center, and Väisänen knocking that one down and directing it into the net inadvertently. And that was all she wrote for this one. So once again, your final score, 5-3, United States over Finland. Final shots on goal, 36-25, as that'll do it for the opening game of opening day of the World U17 Hockey Challenge. Time now to head over to Sun God Arena and set up for Sweden versus Canada White. And then here at the Langley Event Center, it'll be Canada Black versus Canada Red squaring off here in the first set of 7 o'clock games. You can catch all the action at the Hockey Canada website as well as on Hockey Canada's YouTube page. Just head over to the live tab and see all the games that are going to be streaming. So I've been Ian Wilson on behalf of the fantastic broadcast crew here at the Langley Event Center. Been an honor to bring you the opening game of the 2022 World U17 Hockey Challenge. We'll see you in a little bit if you're watching the Canada-Sweden game at Sun God, and if not, we'll talk to you very, very soon. Do me a favor, be the best version of yourself. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and good luck, and we'll see you next time.